Hello guys, I'm Katvalk and welcome to another artsy video. I'm here today with a new sketchbox, and this month's box looks super pretty with some giraffes or whatever they are called on it. Super cute. And for you who don't know what this is, Sketchbox is a monthly subscription box that you can get sent home to you every month, obviously. And it's filled with delicious and amazing art supplies. So as usual, I'm gonna open this and take a closer look at the supplies inside, and then I'm gonna make something with it, so stay tuned for that. And speaking of subscribing, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I post one video every week at least, and I post at least 2 art box unboxings like this one every month. So let's open the box. And first we have this Sketchbox sticker, and yes, I'm starting with a sticker. I'm breaking the rules today. Then we have these 2 cards, and this one is made by this month's featured artist, and I think it goes this way perhaps. And this is made by Josie from Germany. And look, it even got little triforces in it. And the other card gives you all the information and tips and tricks that you will need about this month's supplies. And I got a premium box this month, and apparently this month is all about liquid acrylics, so yeah, that sounds super fun. And now to the supplies. So first we got this Prismacolor fine liner, and it's an 0.05, so the nib is super thin. So I guess you can do some really fine detailing with this one. And next we got a graphic line painter from Daler-Rowney. So this is a very fine paint marker, 0.5mm. And I am familiar with this one because I got one of these in March's scroller box, but a yellow one. And you can add water to this before it dries on the paper, and it will look just like watercolors. Oh look, it got a name. It's called Billy. And next up are these 2 extra fine Montana acrylic paint markers, one black and one white. So these ones I recognized from a previous sketchbox, and I remember that I liked working with them. So I guess that you can use the black one as a fine liner kind of, and the white one for highlights. And one thing I noticed though is that it's only half filled with ink. I don't know if you can see this, but the ink ends there, and this is air. Here. And then we have this Pentel Arts color brush, and I love this already because it's a brush pen. So let's open it and see what it looks like. So it's like a paintbrush that is filled with ink, and it pretty much looks like the Kuretake one that I already got, both the one that's already filled with ink and the one that you're supposed to fill with water that I got in the Art Snacks box. I've heard about this before, so I'm looking forward to try it. And the last supply in the box is this little bottle of liquid acrylic from Daler-Rowney, and it's called Pearlescent, if that's how you pronounce that. I know what it means, but I don't know how to say that, so... But it's got a really nice shimmer to it. I don't know if the camera is picking up on it though, but yeah. Let's see if I can show you. Yeah, maybe. It looks super pretty in real though. It's very similar to the one I got in the Art Snacks box, and I don't know why I get all the yellow ones. Yellow is like my least favorite color, and I've seen other that got like shimmery purple or teal, and they all look so pretty. But I'm not gonna complain. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna make something pretty with this as well, and I really like the shimmery part of it. And this one also got a little pipette thingy, and you can use this with water, and once it dries it becomes permanent. So yeah, it reminds me of ink a little. So that's all the supplies in May's sketchbox. Let's try them out and see if I can make something pretty. As usual, I'm starting with trying out the supplies, and I really like this month's materials. There's a brush pen and ink and fine liners and all that good stuff. And as I mentioned, yellow is not my favorite color, but when mixing the ink or the paint with the blue graphic pen, it made this very pretty shimmery green color. The blue, black and white colored supplies in the box got me thinking of this husky dog because they are usually black and white with blue eyes. So I decided to draw a husky, and I'm using the Prismacolor fine liner to make the line art and finer details, and I usually don't like to use fine liners this fine, but this one I actually enjoyed working with. And to create line weight I used the Black Montana acrylic marker, and the lines made with this pen turned out very pretty and laid down even on the not so smooth watercolor paper, probably because it's liquid, and I might use this for future line art when working with watercolors since it's also permanent once it dries. I actually used this for my previous mermaid watercolor painting, if you have seen that one. Then I'm taping down the paper because it's time to use the Pentel color brush pen, and the ink is water-based, so I thought it would be nice to add water to it to create this ink or watercolor effect. So on the spots I wanted a more solid darker black, I drew with a pen directly on the paper and then added water. And when I wanted a more washed out tone, I drew with a pen in my mixing palette and then added water to it. And the ink is super pigmented and it needed a lot of water to make it more translucent. Overall it was amazing to work with, even if I didn't use it the normal way that much. It dried pretty fast though, and once it dried when used with water, it seemed to become permanent, but it is ink and ink is often permanent, so... I first thought of making a more abstract background, but since I knew I would be able to make this green color and that I also got this blue graphic pen, I came to think about this forest, mountain, sky background, so I went with that. And just as I did with a Pentel brush pen, I drew with a blue pen in my mixing palette and then added the yellow paint. And mixing the blue and yellow paint was super satisfying, and the green color turned out so pretty. And the ink is very rich and pigmented and it layered nicely. A little side note, I really love huskies. It was my favorite thing to draw when I was younger, and it's also one of my favorite dog breeds. Their black and white face pattern is just beautiful, and it might be because when I was about 7 years or so, me and my little brother got these husky plush toys, and we had them with us and played with them for many years, and I still got mine in a drawer beside my bed. So yeah, husky dogs are a little special to me. So yeah, anyway, back to the drawing. And then I added some more details and highlights with the Prismacolor fine liner and the Montana acrylic paint markers. For some reason I made the eyes yellow. I guess since I didn't use the yellow itself that much in the painting, I wanted it to show a little at least. So it may have looked prettier with blue eyes though, I don't know. I think the painting turned out lovely anyway, but if I could do it again I would have made the background a little different, I think. Maybe round perhaps, or a bit smaller. I really enjoyed working with May's sketchbox. I don't think I have any least favorites in this box, since all supplies were nice to work with. I really enjoyed working with the fine liner, the black acrylic marker and the Pentel brush pen. I'm pretty sure you will see more black and white work made with these ones in the future. I hope you liked this painting and this video. Leave a like and a comment and subscribe and all that. It's very much appreciated. And if you also love to try out new art supplies and get a little surprise in your mailbox every month, give SketchBox a try. Go to getsketchbox.com to get a subscription, and don't forget to use the code Frederator 2016 to get 10% off on your first order. Thanks for watching and keep drawing my happy cats. Bye!